All right, it's time to burn to learn. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Notes from My Improv Notebook. My name is Xchel Hernandez. I'm a comedian outside of Los Angeles, California. Been doing improv since 2004, and I love to teach. Anyways, this episode is really dedicated to learning and how we must burn to learn. I'm a big proponent of you have to go out there and you have to be burned by your improv in order to learn the correct things that work for you. Those have been my biggest learning milestones, is when I failed on stage or when I felt that I was headed in the right direction and I didn't. And I really am a big proponent of just going out there, doing what you think is right at the time. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Because part of this learning process in this art form is learning how to manage those moments that you feel like you failed. In all honesty, you never fail if you go back up on stage the next time. There's no such thing as failing in this art form, as long as you're willing to learn from your mistakes. My biggest skill is that I am persistent, right? Or else I wouldn't keep doing this. I would have quit a long time ago. I feel as though many people do feel bad about the moves that they make. It affects them overall. It shouldn't. Pick yourself up, go back out there, and do it again. Because what you're going to feel is you're never going to make the same move that affected you so much again. Plus, you're going to learn so much from that mistake that you feel that you made in order to move forward. Some people say, well, how can I get better? And that's the truth of the matter is you do have to burn. You have to fail. That's ultimately what it is. This art form, if you want to be the player that you want to be, you're going to have to fail, and you're going to have to fail often, because that's going to push you towards where you want to go. Now, I can't make the same move as you because my style is different. Different things influence me. Different things make me laugh. But the reason I am where I am is because I failed on stage a lot, and I was persistent to what I want to do. Sometimes I'll go back and watch old shows. I've been very fortunate to work with the Torch Theater in Phoenix, Arizona, and they've made it a point to record all their shows and to put them up. So sometimes I'll go back and I'll watch a show just to kind of see the progress that I've made in years. And I'll realize that I've made a lot of mistakes in those previous shows that I wouldn't make now. Now, that's the thing, though. In order for me to get to where I am now, I've had to make those previous mistakes. I've had to deny my partner. I've had to ask questions to learn what it really is to be in this art form. And that's what I want you to do. I want to challenge you to make moves that you think fit in the piece at the time. And if they fail, they fail. And sometimes because of that failure, one of your partners will pick up a wonderful thing that will be continue on throughout the whole show. In other terms of those failures, you'll just laugh about them afterwards. I've had a lot of failures on stage. My first time performing at I.O. West, I was extremely nervous. It was for a show that pulled names out of a bucket to see who would perform. I got pulled and I was so excited, but I was so nervous. It was the first time that I performed on the main stage. And for some reason, my mind had given that space a grandness of it, like a royal court. I was giving it more power over me. So when I went up there, I was making a lot of nervous moves. The nervous move that I will never make again, that I made on that stage that day, is I initiated Poop Olympics. I will never do Poop Olympics again. Poop Olympics was an over-yesed moment to where I was pooping on someone on stage. I know now that I would have diverted that scene to maybe being nervous about being in the Poop Olympics so I didn't have to show the Poop Olympics. Like, not my best work. Big failure on my part. But something I remember and something that I laugh about now. Now, after the show, I didn't want to see anybody. I didn't want to talk to anybody. But now I can totally wear that one on my sleeve. And I do. I tell people about it all the time because there are going to be moments when you feel that what you're doing on stage is totally wrong and you just want someone to edit you or you just edit yourself. But the truth of the matter is you're learning more at that moment than any teacher or exercise could ever do for you, because there are two different speeds of play in this art form. There's I'm learning and I'm in class, and there's we're going off the rails and we're just doing what we think is right at the moment. And you'll find that if you keep trusting yourself to do what you think is right at the moment, you're going to learn more from that experience than any other experience. So what is an exercise that you can do? There is no exercise. It's only permission. Give yourself permission to go out there and do a move that you think fits the piece at that time. And if you burn, awesome. But sometimes those risks that you take will lead to the magic you're really looking for. Because ultimately, what we're doing on that stage, we're honing our personal instincts to this medium. We're learning how to paint. That's what we're doing. And sometimes you're going to use too much brown. Sometimes you're going to use too much neon green. But that's okay because you're learning, and that's what's so great about this art form. We're always learning. Hi, everybody. Again, my name is Xchel Hernandez. I'm an improviser out of Los Angeles, California. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Feel free to find me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is HiSilentX, which is HiSilentX, or even email me at hisilentx@gmail.com. I would love to answer your questions. I would love to have a discussion about this with you so that we can figure out how we can improvise better. You know, your questions make me a better teacher, so I would really appreciate that. Again, I am available for teaching. If you want me to come out, that would be so awesome. I would love that opportunity. Please reach out to me and let's work something out. Other than that, have a great day. Yeah, that was a short one, but what are you going to do?